It's time for the KQEG-TV High School Game of the Week. Tonight, a WIAA Division II regional final between the New Richmond Tigers and the Central Red Raiders. The stream of today's game is made possible through the generosity of Carey Heating and Air Conditioning, your award-winning residential specialists on Copeland Avenue, La Crosse. Today's game is also sponsored by Schumacher Kish, Cremation and Funeral Services in La Crosse, La Crescent, and Onalaska. Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning. Your comfort is their business on Southwest 2nd Avenue in Onalaska. Boyer's Furniture, quality furniture at affordable prices on South Avenue, La Crosse. Citizen State Bank, a banking experience like no other, with locations in La Crosse and Onalaska. Kish & Sons Electric, industrial, residential, commercial. Kish & Sons Electric, your electrical contractor. The Breakfast Club and Pub on Main Street in downtown La Crosse. Breakfast with a flair. O'Reilly's Auto Parts, better service, better parts, at an O'Reilly's near you. The Arterial Bar and Grill at 16th and Jackson, a La Crosse tradition. Why not make it yours? Ace of La Crosse in the Shelby Mall, your work and play headquarters. Festival Foods in the Village Shopping Center. It's the little things at Festival Foods. Clayson Buick GMC, discover the difference at Clayson Buick GMC on La Crosse's south side. Now let's go courtside at Central High School with KQEG's Carl Greenfield and Terry Erickson.
Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to the KQEG-TV High School Game of the Week. I'm Carl Greenfield, joined alongside by Terry Erickson. We got Jesse Von Ruden on camera tonight, and tonight is a Division II regional final in the WIAA postseason between the New Richmond Tigers and the Central Red Raiders. It's a beautiful day, Terry.
What's your birthday?
It's my birthday.
It's a special. We got a fan behind us wishing you happy birthday. Hey. Talk about a great time of the year. You're right. March Madness right around the corner. The first Saturday in March, and it's 50 degrees.
There's
60.
nothing better.
Hey, how about, and actually, we should all be rising to a new level. Referees, coaches, players,
spectators, broadcasters.
Okay, everybody should be on the way up to their pinnacle of success as we enter the month of March. What a special month, huh?
Absolutely, and you know, the playoffs have really gotten going now. We're getting into the nitty-gritty. We're getting further in. It's the regional final. You know, everybody's anticipating their run maybe towards the Kohl Center. So it's a special time of the year.
Everybody needs to bring their very best. And we talked about officials. They have to be at their very best. They have to prepare as well as players.
And you know that
coaches.
better than anybody.
Yeah, I've had a game last night, and we talked in the pregame about not just taking anything for granted, but being at our very best and making sure that we don't miss any significant calls.
That's right.
Hey, but it's a special time for spring training.
That's right.
Because
I'm a huge baseball fan.
I know you are.
I know
you are.
I was watching the Cubs this afternoon.
But thanks for being courtside with me on your birthday. And
I did it last year too.
I know you did.
On the Onalaska Central playoff game.
But what a special day in addition to a special month. Aquinas on their way to a three-peat to state tournament. We were there this afternoon.
The Bangor girls are headed to state Division 5.
Exactly. How about the Badgers, Big Ten champs?
Yep, at least a share of the Big Ten title.
Yeah, and now they're on their way to the Big Ten tournament, and then
anything can happen.
I hear like a 4 or a 6 seed possibly. Now some people predict 4, others 6, and so that first Big Ten title for the Badgers since 2015.
Been a few years. I think that was when Frank Kaminsky was there.
It was.
I saw a fan wearing a Frank Kaminsky jersey last night while we were here.
Yeah.
So speaking of the Red Raiders, victorious last night here. I was here with Nick Ragnar. A pretty convincing victory over the Menominee Mustangs.
Let's break down the teams.
Absolutely.
Starting with Central. Well, we know Central 18-5, 10-2 in the MVC. When you look at their losses, though, here's what's significant. Twice to Onalaska.
Those hurt them the most, mentally at least.
They were wake-up calls.
Absolutely.
And then 3 losses, 2 losses in Florida and 1 loss to Minnehaha. So you're talking the best team in New York, one of the top teams in Louisiana, and one of the top teams in the state of Minnesota.
And then the top team in Wisconsin.
And the top team in Wisconsin. There you go. So what do you think of that?
So those are quality losses. I was thinking about this too. The records, New Richmond at 20-3. There's a reason why they're a lower seed than Central. It's no slight against New Richmond. Central has played a more difficult schedule, as you alluded to.
Well, that's going to be part of my keys to the game, by the way. And you are exactly right, Carl. When you look at Central, coached by Todd Ferguson in his 18th year, you look at 114 wins and 18 losses in the past 5 years. A state champ in 2017, and then to the semifinals, 16-18, and last year, 2019.
It's pretty impressive, the run that they've been able to go on, and it's been star power that has gotten them to most of their victories, but it's been depth that's gotten them to the state level.
Well, it's been consistency, it's been coaching, it's been strength of schedule. It's just, hey, come on. Todd Ferguson doesn't.
It's a culture.
Exactly. Todd Ferguson doesn't like to accept the credit because that's just the way he is. But the buck stops at the top. The leader of the pack, and that's him, and he has been the guy that's taken him to the promised land. New Richmond, you ready for them?
Absolutely.
You have some. I don't want to steal all your thunder.
Oh, no, you're fine.
But I did talk to their head coach a little bit earlier this week in his 18th year, and he has done a great job too, Rick Montreal, and they basically had a signature season when you look at winning the Middle Border Conference 13-1, and you said 20-13, and one of the better teams that New Richmond. By the way, I talked to Casey Eckert, who gave us some pronunciations here, whose son will be in the lineup.
That'd be Cooper.
Yeah, exactly. And he talked about how successful the season is too, and how much he has enjoyed watching New Richmond play. He's, of course, the athletic director, assistant principal.
Their leading scorer, C.J. Campbell, the 6'5 sophomore, averaging over 20 points per game.
I noticed how you stress sophomore.
That's a big
impressive.
deal. That's a big deal. We've grown accustomed to underclassmen having success around this area, but that's not normal. Usually it's your juniors and seniors that are running the show. We've seen Johnny and Jordan Davis as freshmen. We've seen Lexi Donarski as a freshman, contributing. Kobe King as a freshman. You don't normally see that. You see your juniors and seniors are usually your leaders. So for a sophomore to be leading the way, that's a big deal. C.J. Campbell's going to have a bright future ahead of him. But no slight against Joey Kidder, averaging 18.5 points per game, the senior, 6'3" for Joey Kidder.
Right. So, and when you look at their record, 20-3, look at their losses. One to Eau Claire North in the middle of the Big Rivers Conference.
And that's one of the toughest conferences in the state.
One to Prescott, who they shared the conference title with, and the other one to Hudson. So quality teams that they ended up getting beat by.
And then they beat everybody, a lot of them fairly convincingly. They score quite a bit. Many of their games they've exceeded 80 points in their contests. So I think we've got two fairly evenly matched teams as far as style and the way they want to play.
I think so too. I think this is going to be an exciting game. Just kind of over my shoulder, a backward glance to 2 years ago when on this particular court the Red Raiders won convincingly 2 years ago, and will that be repeated again? Ooh, it's hard to tell. A lot of people that are looking at analytics, strength of schedule, and so on say it won't be a matchup. Keys
Let's
to the game.
move to the keys to the game.
I think one of them. I got 6 of them I identify. One is home court advantage. I think it's a sixth man concept, which at Duke is particularly important. I think that's one of them. Central's running game, their defense ignites an up-tempo game. Strength of schedule. Wow. Look at who Central has played this year based on top-ranked teams in the country. When you look at common opponents, both teams played Menominee. I mean, a lot of analytical people, both teams played Menominee. New Richmond won by 5, and Central last night by 30. Will that be a factor? Possibly. And I think Central, this could be a factor if Central basically doesn't respect their opponent, New Richmond. They have a target on their back. They need to respect each opponent. Can't look ahead to next Thursday against Onalaska.
Or River Falls.
Or River Falls. By the way, I had River Falls last night against Toma. Oh, my goodness, they're a good team. And finally, defense. I think defense is a great equalizer. I think Central has the advantage on defense.
All right, we're just about set for tip-off. We got the national anthem coming up here. We'll be back. You're watching the Division II Regional Final on KQEG TV.
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on the problems in your life that really actually matter. Like figuring out which remote turns the TV on, or the smell in the vegetable crisper that in no way can be vegetables, or finding your phone when you leave it on vibrate. Whatever you're worrying about, it won't be this. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
You know that Boyers is a small family business.
That doesn't mean it's not fully staffed. Here's our sales department.
Purchasing department.
Delivery and setup.
Warehouse crew.
Quality control.
Advertising.
We've got the best in sales, service, and selection. Come on down and check out Boyer's Furniture.
Breakfast is the most important meal of the day, so the Breakfast Club and Pub should be your #1 stop for breakfast or brunch. Try the Breakfast Pub Burger with egg, bacon, hash browns, and provolone cheese served up on a bun. How about some homemade corned beef hash or one of their famous tater tot dishes? They have a full bar, so have a Bloody Mary or mimosa. Try one of 16 beers on tap. The Breakfast Club and Pub at 214 Main Street, open every day till 4, under the yellow awning in downtown La Crosse.
Welcome back, everybody. Starting lineups for the New Richmond Tigers. Number 4, 6-foot senior Jack Studeman. Number 10, a 6'5 sophomore CJ Campbell. Number 14 is a 6'3 senior Tim Salmon. Number 21, a 6'1 senior Jacob Parent. And number 23, a 6'3 senior Joey Kidder. For the Central Red Raiders, number 3, 6'4 senior Brecken Austin. Number 5 is a 6'5 senior Johnny Davis. Number 15 is a 6'6 senior Charlie Masevich. Number 21, 6'7 senior Terrence Thompson. And number 23, 6'5 senior Jordan Davis.
And last night, Thompson with 18, Jordan Davis with 16, or Johnny Davis 16 and Jordan Davis 14. We haven't
Worth noting, last night at halftime, Johnny Davis had a little bit of tightness in his hamstring, sat out the entire second half.
I heard
but
that.
He looks like he's ready to go. I was watching him in warm-ups. He was moving just fine. Terrence Thompson, the birthday boy, the leading scorer last night.
Exactly.
It was his birthday yesterday. It's mine today. We'll have a good time.
he could be a factor here, too. I think Charlie Masowitz, too, the 6'6 senior, just might play a part in this game. Certainly the size advantage, Carl, to the Red Raiders.
Johnny Davis and C.J. Campbell on the opening tip.
3 officials I have never seen before. I like that.
That's probably for the best.
I like that. I wish we'd see more of that, even in big conference games.
Red Raiders control the opening tip. Masevich back up to Austin. Man-to-man defense from New Richmond.
See this
Davis drives,
players
kicks
to
it
watch.
out.
Davis, of course. C.J. Campbell. Ooh, good.
Off balance shot, and he's got it.
That
Johnny
was
Davis.
not easy, too. Good verticality, good defense by New Richmond, but 2-0 Central.
Full court pressure from the Red Raiders.
They do a lot of that, too. That half court, full court, trapping, good rotations. Their defense is just like Aquinas' defense on the girls' side. They just rotate so well, double team, block out.
Long three-pointer in the corner doesn't go for Studeman.
Intimidated by Thompson, too.
In and out.
Brecken Austin, but, he was hurt for quite a while, too, and Fielding played. Good to see him back. His dad, Shannon Austin, played for me, was a Central Red Raider athlete.
Campbell gets it knocked away. Ooh, and we got a personal foul against Johnny Davis. He thought he had a freebie going down.
Yeah. Well, he's got such quick hands. It's hard to tell whether it's a foul or not.
2-0 early going. Studeman back around to down to Kidder.
Kidder averaging 18 points a game, too. As you said, Campbell leading with 20.
Studeman leaves it short, no good. Rebound, Terrence Thompson. Jordan Davis with a nice layup for 2.
If that is
Nobody stopped him.
If that's any indication of the Richmond defense, they got a problem.
Johnny Davis with a steal.
Anticipation.
And a slam dunk.
Not reaction, anticipation. Big difference.
6-0 Central. Salmon underneath gets it blocked away by Misevich.
3 guys actually on that block and rejection.
Brecken Austin over to Johnny Davis, fires a 3, no good. Ooh, Misevich almost had the rebound and going back to the Tigers.
A little off balance, didn't you think?
If there's anybody that can make an off balance shot, though, it's Johnny Davis.
It is. It is. He can shoot on 1 foot, no feet, 2 feet, one hand.
Jordan Davis with a steal. 2-on-1. Davis to
action.
Davis. Slam dunk.
Think they practiced that a little bit?
They've been doing that since they were children.
Think they practiced in the offseason? I think so.
And that gets the crowd going 8-0. 15-20 to go in the first half. C.J. Campbell throws up a 3. Banks it in.
Whoa.
Ooh, the bank is open apparently.
Interesting, huh? How many times you see a bank from that spot, Carl?
That was a long 3 as well.
Of course, you never shot from anywhere but in the paint, so you wouldn't know.
I fired a couple of 3s and then I got yelled at. Terrence Thompson draws a foul.
Again, we don't recognize these officials. I hope they're up to this level of play. That's one thing you look at when you have officials that maybe have never worked at this level. That is not easy.
Jack Studeman picks up the foul, first team foul, 1 apiece on each team. Thompson makes his first.
For a big guy, I think he can play college at a swing position too.
I think you're right. He's played low post because of his size in the high school ranks, but he could play a wing.
Noah Compton in along with Devin Fielding. You talk about 2 quality guys off the bench.
And they're going to be, we talked about this last night, they're going to be counted upon in the future as the leaders of this ball club.
I've seen them play several times, and there's a bright future for those 2 guys.
Campbell gets it knocked away. We got a foul. We'll see who this is on.
That's the kind you probably want to pass on if you've seen that level of play. You know that?
That is on Johnny Davis. That's 2 fouls on him. And he's going to take a quick seat. Misevich will replace him.
Yeah, those are not the calls in a big game that you want to put into your call selection. No.
Inbound, Kidder. Back around to Campbell. Studeman fires down low. Salmon with a left hand, no good.
Again, intimidated by the size of the Red Raiders.
And the length. Fielding. Back around to Austin, gets it stolen away.
Nice.
Layup. And
Talk about
for Joey Kidder.
Yeah, Joey Kidder averaging 18 points a game, a 6'3" senior. Beat the official down the floor. Ooh, that's not good.
You got to give him a little bit of credit. I mean, he is quite a bit younger than the official.
Yeah.
He's probably a little more athletic.
I'd say so. I told you, officials need to be at the same level as players.
You have to be in good shape. Jordan Davis fires a 2, no good. Rebound New Richmond, 2-on-1.
Oh, right, should go. Nice.
Oh, Jordan Davis out of nowhere.
You know what? It was not a goaltend either. Good no call.
Goodness. Brecken Austin fires a three, no good. Rebound to Salmon.
A little up-tempo by New Richmond.
Oh, a long three there from Campbell, no good, but nobody rebounds,
Long
and
three.
Kidder gets it.
The long three is a long rebound.
Joey Kidder, guarded by Jordan Davis. Down low, back around.
Davis not letting him get into that driving lane.
People talk about what is Jordan Davis going to contribute to the Wisconsin Badgers, and I think the first thing he'll be able to do is contribute defense.
Well, he'll be playing for a Big Ten champion.
Yeah. Terrence Thompson replaces Noah Compton.
Todd Fergutt likes to go deep into his bench. One of the keys to his success is his assistant coaches. I'm telling you, every year, same guys, consistency. Mark Podesky going to the Wisconsin Basketball Coaches Hall of Fame. Tony Service, Rod Pop, Mike Brutus, Trevor Schultz.
Owen Covey checking in, number 1, the junior. Down low, right hand, no.
You don't
for
have to
Cuperero.
always block shots. Just
You can affect
intimidation with your
shots.
size.
Brecken Austin around to Misevich. A long three from Jordan Davis, my goodness.
Where's Heels on the sideline?
I think pretty
A
close.
shot chart would show you that he was pretty close to that sideline.
12-5 our score, Central in the lead, 12.5 to go in the first half. Three-pointer, no. Rebound, Terrence Thompson.
Terrence Thompson is a man among boys inside.
He usually has at least about 40 pounds on anyone that's
Look at
guarding
the size
him.
of his shoulders. It's like Tim Duncan.
Yeah, we were talking about it last night. Had he picked up football earlier, he might be a Division I football player.
Absolutely, a blocking tight end.
Jordan Davis fires and a foul.
Yeah, you got to protect shooters. The shooters get displaced, disrupted, dislodged, decapitated, any of those kind of things, you got to protect them at any level.
Especially decapitated. That's not good. That foul goes against Joey Kidder, his first. In and out for Jordan Davis. A little bit of a flat shot, not enough arc on that one. Cooper Eckert checking into the game, number 2, the 6'1 senior.
Talked about his dad, a close friend of mine sitting below us, Casey Eckert, NC2A Division 2 and 3 basketball official.
Davis makes the second of 2, makes it 13-5. And Central moves into their 1-3-1. Terrence Thompson at the top of that for the trap.
I like the way Rick Majerus used to do that, so did Al McGuire. They just switched
Almost an over
defense.
and back. Three-pointer, no. Rebound, Devon Fielding.
Fielding again, a quality guy off the bench.
Jordan Davis doesn't get it. Rebound to Campbell. Still in the 1-3-1.
Good ball movement by New Richmond, too, against that
To fight through that.
little bit of 2-3 formation.
Thought about the three. Now there's a three for Covey. Doesn't go. Red Raiders bring it back down. Jordan Davis with Johnny on the bench with 2 fouls. Terrence Thompson up top, back around to Misevich.
Covey has the job of guarding Austin. Look at that. Nice
Nice feed to
that is
Thompson.
Nice.
Oh, Thompson, I think, wanted a foul. No call.
Good high-low action, block to block.
And a traveling violation against the Tigers. Noah Compton is going to replace Charlie Misevich. Got a pretty full crowd here at Central High School. There's still some open seats. If you're at home, you can come on down.
Big crowd last night, too.
Good-sized crowd last night as well.
Well, like you said, the culture at Central has developed a tremendous fan base.
And their girls program is on the rise as well.
Finished second in the MVC, you're right. Second to Aquinas, as expected.
Good defense here from New Richmond. Gets it down to Thompson. Double team, right hand, no. Rebound to Joey Kidder.
He's got to finish that, get the ball that deep into the lane.
Kidder fires into the corner. Campbell for three. Oh, in and out. Long rebound to Devon Fielding and a foul.
Campbell has got to score in order for New Richmond to have a chance.
Cooper Earl picks up that foul. His first third team foul against New Richmond. Out of the Middle Border Conference, like you mentioned, they shared the title with Prescott at 13-1. High-low action down to Thompson, and he gets run over.
Got to call that. Good entry pass. Knocked him off balance.
Cooper Earl picks up a quick second foul.
Fourth foul of the for Prescott. But watching Todd Fergutt talk to the official, he told me one day he's going to go through his whole career, he hopes to, without ever having a technical foul.
I haven't seen it yet.
That says a lot.
Jordan Davis doesn't get it. Gets knocked out of bounds,
and
it is New Richmond ball.
Oh, that's not easy, but three guys going after the ball.
A lot of hands on that one.
Last couple minutes, the Red Raiders have been a little cold.
We've been stuck at 13-5 for several minutes here. A long three-pointer. Doesn't go. Rebound, Terrence Thompson. He says that one is mine. Fielding in the corner. Ball screen to Thompson. Fires a three. Got it.
I'm not surprised.
The softest touch of a big man I've seen in a long time.
The big guy steps out. You better be conscious of that.
Three-pointer attempt, no for Eckert. Rebound, Campbell short arms it. Jordan Davis getting mauled, no call. Brecken Austin drives, fires, got it.
Nice.
Nice move from Brecken Austin,
Good move.
The senior.
Found some space inside and his first two of the game.
We're up to 18-5 now, first half. 8:24 left. Another miss from Owen Covey.
New Richmond just cannot find the bottom of the net.
They've had some good looks, but haven't gotten
that's
it.
offensive.
Terrence Thompson.
That should have went the other way.
It did.
It did?
It did.
Okay,
that
I didn't see his
Terrence
fist,
Thompson.
but it was. It was.
Just a little out of control, and Johnny Davis with two personal fouls will check in, as will Charlie Masevich. Terrence Thompson's going to sit down.
That was a good call, too. A lot of people think the defense has got to be set in order for it to be a charge. Not the case.
Not if you're out of control. Jacob Parent, number 21-6'1" senior, checks back in. And getting a little explanation is Todd Fergutt.
I don't know if he's asking about that charging call, but it was the right call.
He doesn't have a great vantage point on that. 2-3 zone from the Red Raiders. Stolen at the high post. Jordan Davis gets ripped down, and that foul is going to go against Joey Kidder, and that's two against him. Their second leading scorer hitting foul trouble.
Got to call that when somebody gets knocked down.
Porter Protaski, the 6'3 sophomore, checking in.
He's seeing more and more action all the time. The 6'3 sophomore.
I like what I've seen out of him.
Know his dad quite well, and he's got a bright football future, too. Kind of like his dad, who played for the Eagles. Roger Herring, nice pass.
Johnny Davis goes up and gets fouled.
Yeah. Good little two-man action. Good pass inside, and it's just so important for young people watching this broadcast. It's not what you do with the ball, it's what you do without the ball. That matters.
He moves so well without the ball.
Be a good teammate by getting open.
Cooper Eckert picks up the foul. That's 6 fouls now against New Richmond. Bonus the rest of the way as Johnny Davis makes that one.
I watched a lot of Logan games this year with two of my grandsons, and that's, they had some strengths and so on, but one of the weaknesses is they did not move well without the ball.
And Davis knocks them both down. And a timeout for New Richmond. We'll take a timeout. 20-5 our score. Central in the lead. We'll be right back on the KQEG High School Game of the Week.
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on the problems in your life that really actually matter. Like figuring out which remote turns the TV on, or the smell in the vegetable crisper that in no way can be vegetables, or finding your phone when you leave it on vibrate. Whatever you're worrying about, it won't be this. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
I often hear from people that a bank is just a bank. Well, I encourage you to talk to our customers, our employees, or check out our reviews to find out why you can't live without Citizen State Bank. I also encourage you to stop in one of our offices, since the difference will be felt within seconds, and is why we are known to have one of the best cultures in the industry. So what are you waiting for? Why don't you stop in and check out what all the buzz is about? I guarantee you won't be disappointed.
Welcome back, everybody. Carl Greenfield, Terry Erickson. 20-5 our score. Central in the lead. 7:42 left in the first half. New Richmond took a timeout. They've had some good looks, but they haven't been able to get them to fall, which was pretty much the way the Menominee Mustangs night went last night. They went ice cold. Central got out to a 21-2 lead and coasted to victory the rest of the way.
Geez, and what they were had 42 to 9
at halftime.
Oh my goodness. Long trip back to Menominee.
Oh, bad pass. Stolen away.
Foot
Jordan
race.
Davis with a layup and good.
Notice how he uses his body to screen the defense.
Double team up top. We got a man hitting the floor. We got a foul. I think that's on Jordan Davis.
I think he just saw the guy go to the floor. Sometimes that is a reaction by an official. Should be out of bounds on the baseline too. You got to see the whole play.
And a little zone action again from Central. Eckert gets it back. Back over to Parent. Campbell has been held in check. Just has that 1 3-pointer.
Cooper Eckert's got to take that shot.
The 3 places you can beat a zone defense: the 3-point line, the high post, and the short corner.
You got to extend the defense, absolutely, to open up something inside.
Ball movement. And there's a 3 from Jacob Parent.
Jacob Parent, a 6'1" senior, hasn't really averaged in double figures, but that'll force the defense to respect you.
Johnny Davis drives, loses it for a moment, but then he regathers himself and puts it in for 2. Yeah. 24-8 now.
Good balance, too.
Johnny Davis has 10 points already, even with the extended time he sat on the bench with 2 fouls. Skip pass over to Campbell, fires a 3, got it.
Wow, that's why he is leading the team in scoring with 20 points a game.
The New Richmond crowd getting into it, got the student section down right in front of us. Parents across the way, stolen away. Looking to go on a run. Campbell didn't like that shot. He was following it right away. All the way down to Terrence Thompson. That was like the football season. No foul called, and an errant pass. We got a little ragged there for a moment. New Richmond gathers it. Got away with a travel probably.
Good ball movement. See if that, yeah.
Campbell knocks down another 3, and
timeout.
Todd Fergut's going to take a 30-second timeout. A quick little run from New Richmond makes it 24-14. Cuts into the lead a little bit. While they take a break, we're going to take a look at one of our sponsors for tonight's game. Schumacher Kish has been serving the La Crosse area for over 50 years. Traditional services or prearranged funeral plans, it's comforting to know they'll be there when you need them. Schumacher Kish in La Crosse, La Crescent, and Onalaska. Festival Foods in the Village Shopping Center is proud to support Wisconsin's high school athletes. Visit any of the 33 convenient Festival Foods locations in Wisconsin or online at festfoods.com. It's the little things, locally owned and community involved. Festival Foods. Thanks for being on board, sponsoring tonight's game.
See, Dave just received an award from a state award to I think it's the some grocer hall of
Something along those lines. Yeah, I saw the headline this morning.
Yeah, so does he have room for all his awards or what?
Got to build a bigger trophy case. 5 minutes to go first half, 24-14. Noah Compton into the game. Feeds down to Johnny Davis.
Ooh,
fires and no, but a foul.
Post up, you're right. Post up and take advantage of the size difference.
For first foul against Jacob Parent.
So many coaches in their locker rooms will have on their chart. They'll have number of post passes in a game. Did your coach do that?
No, actually. But that's a good idea.
Yeah, number of post passes. Oh. And you don't have to go up with it when you receive a post
just
pass.
got to enter.
Exactly, and then look to kick out and so on. But if you never enter, if you don't have an offense that respects the inside with a post up, you're predictable.
Johnny Davis knocks down both free throws, makes it 26-14. 4:44 left in the first half.
Charlie Masavich back in the game.
1-3-1 zone. Kicks it back out. And there's a three-pointer way too strong. Rebound to Masevich. It's Cooper Arrow putting that one up. Johnny Davis gets it knocked away. And going to stay with the Red Raiders. It almost went off of Johnny. Inbounds to Johnny Davis. Fires and a foul. That foul going against Jacob Parent, his second, team's 8th foul. Johnny Davis back to the free throw line.
How do you determine the value of a player in your offense and defense by screening out? How many times you go to the free throw line? Any good players like Davis, both Johnny and Jordan, go to the free throw line a lot.
Terrence Thompson as well.
Exactly.
And for the Onalaska Hilltoppers, Tyrell Stutley, Carson Arns, they hit the free throw line a lot.
So does Sam Kick with his penetration.
They had a pretty easy victory last night.
It'd be fun to see what happens tonight with River Falls because they are surprisingly good, I'm telling you.
Ooh, we got a foul off the ball.
Foul inside. Who's that on?
I think that one might be on Charlie Masevich. And that is his first. If you 5 team fouls against the Red Raiders.
If you hold somebody and don't allow them to move, I guess that's what he saw.
Trouble getting it in, got it tipped, stolen away. Johnny Davis resets himself and puts it down 30-14. 16 points for Johnny. Jordan Davis ran him over. That's going to be a foul.
That's an easy call. Very easy call.
That's 2 on Jordan Davis now. Going to be bonus the rest of the way for both teams. That's the 6-team foul on Central. Von Fielding checks in, replaces Johnny.
Good.
Don't want to pick up that 3rd foul before halftime.
Good substitution. A lot of times you pick up a foul and get in foul trouble with a fatigue foul. You know that, of course.
Frustration, fatigue. Oh, a nice three-pointer there.
I saw a lot of that at Edgewood with Lexi Donarski in a step back. You saw that from Studeman.
Jacob Studeman with his first basket of the night. Brings it up to 30-17. Just over 3 minutes to go in our first half. Noah Compton ready to check in, as is Owen Covey. Red Raiders being patient in the half court here.
Good spacing. I think that's one of the things they've improved so much on. Their patience, their screening, their
Jordan Davis drives, kicks, and a reset. The New Richmond fans like this.
Well, they do, but it's good patience by the Red Raiders too.
The more time that rolls off the clock favors the Red Raiders. Jordan Davis trying to get a foul on
Red
Jack
Raiders.
Steele.
Yeah, it was. It was an illegal screen. A good call. It was an illegal screen on number 3, Brecken Austin, I believe. It's a right call.
Still have yet to put it up on the scoreboard. You're right, it was Brecken Austin.
I think that's one of the values of having 3 officials is you can look for
you've got extra
off-ball
eyes.
screens.
Yep. An extra set of eyes makes a world of difference. Campbell around to Covey. Covey drives, push off a little bit.
Looked like it could have been an offensive foul, yeah.
Just under 2 minutes now. Fielding fires a 3. Yeah. He's got it. He loves it.
You think just because he comes off the bench, he is not going to fire that team up? Well, he does.
Studeman, guarded by Thompson, kicks it back out. Minute 30 left. And a pass directly to Brecken Austin, and wisely pulls it back out. Did not have the numbers.
No, he didn't. Exactly, that's what good poise is all about.
Campbell steals the inbounds pass.
Fielding with a bad pass.
Three-pointer for Colby. He's got it. Owen Colby with his first basket of the night.
Yeah, another
33-20.
Junior reserve off the bench, making a difference.
We're under a minute here. Terrence Thompson is just going to stand up top and wait for the defense.
Concept of pack line is similar to what we'll see for New Richmond. Just pack the lanes. Don't overexpose yourself. Allow the team to reverse the ball.
30 seconds. Down to 20.
Sure, the Red Raiders have a set play as the clock runs down.
Brecken Austin now with 10. There they go.
Waiting too long, much too long. Not getting a good shot. Oh, that's not a good
tough shot, and New Richmond's going to love that as the first half ends.
That was a wasted trip.
So the score at halftime, 33-20, Central in the lead. We'll be back with some halftime stats and some first half thoughts right after this on the KQEG TV High School Game of the Week.
The Arterial Bar and Grill, a tradition in La Crosse. Their chef is cooking up specials every night. Try Wednesday, it's wing night. Get 5 giant wings for just $3 with 13 different homemade sauces to choose from. Thursday, try a gyro basket. And Friday, it's batter fried fish. Check out their Facebook page. Download the Untapped app on your phone for special events like tap takeovers and live music. Breakfast on Friday and Saturday at 8 a.m. and serving breakfast all day Sunday. The Arterial at 16th and Jackson. A tradition in La Crosse. Why not make it yours?
You know, the thing I'm most proud of when I think about our company is the reputation that we've been able to build in this community. Our technicians have done a great job going out and performing magnificent jobs for the customer. And our customers have rewarded us with some really great reviews online.
We have over 150 5-star reviews online right now. Our technicians do a great job out there, and our reviews show it.
We can say without hesitation, when you choose Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning, you'll be glad you did.
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard so you can focus on the problems in your life that actually matter.
Hey, Dave.
Like giving Jeff his ladder back before he takes it back. Or where to put the food when you both get the groceries. Or the doggy door that just became a raccoony door. Whatever you're worrying about, it won't be this. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Carey Heating and Air Conditioning, your 2018 American Standard Building a Higher Standard Award winner. Call Carey today for your free estimate.
You know that Boyers is a small family business.
That doesn't mean it's not fully staffed. Here's our sales department.
Purchasing department.
Delivery and setup.
Warehouse crew.
Quality control.
Advertising.
We've got the best in sales, service, and selection. Come on down and check out Boyer's Furniture.
Breakfast is the most important meal of the day, so the Breakfast Club and Pub should be your #1 stop for breakfast or brunch. Try the Breakfast Pub Burger with egg, bacon, hash browns, and provolone cheese served up on a bun. How about some homemade corned beef hash or one of their famous tater tot dishes? They have a full bar, so have a Bloody Mary or mimosa. Try one of 16 beers on tap. The Breakfast Club and Pub at 214 Main Street, open every day till 4, under the yellow awning in downtown La Crosse.
Welcome back, everybody. It's halftime here at Central High School. Carl Greenfield, Terry Erickson, Jesse Von Ruden on our camera tonight, and the Red Raiders in the lead, 33-20 at half. And Terry, it's been a 3-point reigning first half for New Richmond, and some of them have fallen, some of them haven't.
Yeah, their shooting percentage not what the New Richmond had hoped for. But let's go in the locker room for a minute to Central's. Give you a little insight into what I think is going on. Central, I don't think Todd Fergut's happy with the way they've executed their half-court offense. And
and New Richmond should be happy with the way they've played defense on the half-court.
Because I think one of their pride and joy in the last couple of years is the evolution of their good half-court offense. And I thought they were somewhat stagnant, somewhat inconsistent, and they didn't really move enough, screen enough to get open. I think that will be addressed. I think the second thing that will be addressed is the Central Red Raiders, whether they go in their zone trap or whether they go man-to-man, is intense, a little more intense defense and try to generate more turnovers to widen the lead and go out of this game coasting to a double-digit win. If you're in New Richmond, I think their coach is talking about following the game plan in the second half. Rick Montreal, their head coach. I like the way they've kept Central from multiple turnovers and uncontested layups. I know he asked them to compete in the first half and not get so far behind that there was no chance to catch up. And I think they have done that. They didn't dig themselves a hole, and they played respectable. And I think they've accomplished what the coach has identified as their goals at least in the first half.
I think the biggest thing is they were able to stay in this game, and a lot of that is a credit to their defense, keeping Central at bay. The bulk of the scoring for New Richmond came from the three-point line. Like I said, 6 3-pointers and 1 2-pointer. So, and they also made 0 trips to the free throw line. So one of the things that they're going to need to do is pack it in a little bit, maybe draw a few more fouls. Johnny and Jordan Davis each have 2 fouls. If they can get them into foul trouble, they're in good shape.
Well, one of the things your assistant coach does at halftime is he brings in some of those stats, and you look, okay, oh, by the way, guys, head coach is absolved, is all into other things. Like, oh, by the way, see this stat? 2 fouls here? We need to attack those
them.
2 guys.
Absolutely. So running down a little scoring here, New Richmond, 6 points for C.J. Campbell, 3 apiece for Owen Covey, Jack Studeman, Cooper Earl, and Jacob Parent, and 2 for Joey Kidder. For the Central Red Raiders, leading all scorers, Johnny Davis has 16, 8 for Jordan Davis, 4 for Terrence Thompson, 3 for Devon Fielding, and 2 for Brecken Austin. And one of the things that I think Central needs to do in this second half is get Terrence Thompson more involved. He's been working down in the post and hasn't gotten the ball.
He hasn't, but he's also missed some shots that he normally makes.
That's true.
But let's go back to your point about about New Richmond living on the three-point line. There's an absence of any interior play. Part of that is because they're not getting the ball in. Second of all, that's because of the Central defense. And if you don't have a presence inside, it's very difficult to win a game like this.
All right, well, we're going to take a little break before we hit the second half. It's 33-20 in the Division II regional final between the Central Red Raiders and the New Richmond Tigers. We'll be right back with the second half on the KQEG High School Game of the Week.
You know that Boyers is a small family business.
That doesn't mean it's not fully staffed. Here's our sales department.
The purchasing department.
Delivery and setup.
Warehouse crew.
Quality control.
Advertising.
We've got the best in sales, service, and selection. Come on down and check out Boyer's Furniture.
You know, the thing I'm most proud of when I think about our company is the reputation that we've been able to build in this community. Our technicians have done a great job going out and performing magnificent jobs for the customer. And our customers have rewarded us with some really great reviews online.
We have over 150 5-star reviews online right now. Our technicians do a great job out there, and our reviews show it.
We can say without hesitation, when you choose Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning, you'll be glad you did.
The Arterial Bar and Grill, a tradition in La Crosse. Their chef is cooking up specials every night. Try Wednesday, it's wing night. Get 5 giant wings for just $3 with 13 different homemade sauces to choose from. Thursday, try a gyro basket. And Friday, it's batter fried fish. Check out their Facebook page. Download the Untapped app on your phone for special events like tap takeovers and live music. Breakfast on Friday and Saturday at 8 a.m. and serving breakfast all day Sunday. The Arterial at 16th and Jackson. A tradition in La Crosse. Why not make it yours?
Welcome back, everybody. Just set for the second half. As we mentioned, the Aquinas Blue Gold girls headed back to state, as are the Bangor Cardinal girls.
Merlin Olson, what a great guy he is, too. Dave Donarski, equally great as a head coach, leader, strategist, motivator. On Alaska, we understand, beat by Hortonville.
72-68, the Hortonville Polar Bears winning that matchup. Terrence Thompson knocks that away as we get going.
Kind of intimidating to have a guy that size is head of the 1-3-1, huh?
Good look there for Campbell, doesn't fall. 2 for 4 in the first half from the three-point line.
Pass.
Jordan Davis with a 2.
Vision for young people. Vision with the dribble, keeping your head up, seeing the court.
Parent fires a 3.
There they go again. Oh, this is quite a matchup.
Terrence Thompson taps his own
nice
miss.
That's balance. That's determination. Here he is at the point of the 1-3-1. I don't think I'd like to be facing him as the...
Oh, almost stolen away. Parent got away with the travel.
Good ball movement there.
Kidder gets it stolen away by Brecken Austin.
Hands, good hands, create a lot of problems.
Johnny Davis from the R and Raiders, way too long. A rare bad miss from Johnny Davis.
Richmond needs a timeout if they don't get something going here shortly.
Again, way too long for Campbell.
Another basket here by Central and
a blocking foul.
Yeah, good call.
There's no way that felt good for Tim Salmon.
Missile-seeking body.
Terrence Thompson headed to the foul line to shoot 2. He was 1 for 2 in the first half.
Just watching his technique as a free throw shooter is pretty impressive. Just he does everything mechanically solid.
And good high arcing shot. First one falls. Makes it 38-20.
Shooting instructors say take the same dribble each time, the same number of dribbles. Exhale and then release.
In and out. Campbell in the corner, brings it back out. Good feed. CJ Campbell off the glass, no. Rebound, no. Couple of decent looks there. Just couldn't get it to fall.
Nice.
Davis to Thompson, the unselfish play.
That's what penetration does. Somebody's got to leave their man, you recognize it, you get a great assist.
Kidder from the corner, no. Rebound, Jordan Davis.
They cannot buy a basket. Look at that pass. Oh,
Terrence Thompson with another basket.
That's called threading the needle, and New Richmond critically needs a timeout.
And they're going to take it, and while they do that, we're going to do the same thing. 42-20 our score. We'll be back. Central in the lead on the KQEG High School Game of the Week.
The Arterial Bar and Grill, a tradition in La Crosse. Their chef is cooking up specials every night. Try Wednesday, it's wing night. Get 5 giant wings for just $3 with 13 different homemade sauces to choose from. Thursday, try a gyro basket. And Friday, it's batter fried fish. Check out their Facebook page. Download the Untapped app on your phone for special events like tap takeovers and live music. Breakfast on Friday and Saturday at 8 a.m. and serving breakfast all day Sunday. The Arterial at 16th and Jackson. A tradition in La Crosse. Why not make it yours?
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on the problems in your life that actually matter.
Hey, Dave.
Like giving Jeff his ladder back before he takes it back. Or where to put the food when you both get the groceries. Or the doggy door that just became a raccoony door. Whatever you're worrying about, it won't be this. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Carey Heating and Air Conditioning, your 2018 American Standard Building a Higher Standard Award winner. Call Carey today for your free estimate.
Welcome back, everybody. 42-20, 15:45 left in the second half.
What did New Richmond discuss in that huddle? That is always interesting.
That's a $1 million question, right?
That's always interesting to me. Is it a timeout to adjust things, or is it a timeout to
kill momentum?
Get in somebody's face and kill momentum? Yeah. Oh, nice.
Feed.
Oh, now that was
and
pretty.
Nice block by Charlie Masevich.
Charlie Masevich just ruined a good possession, didn't he? Good ball movement, did everything right, and here he comes and ruins it all.
Johnny Davis with a left hand, and he gets fouled on the way up.
Yeah. A blow by, he called it on the floor. Should have been a shooting foul.
Oh, and it was not. Oh, I was ready marking my score sheet with free throw attempts.
Yeah, if you gather and you're continuous motion and it's imminent to shoot, it should be a shooting foul. Same thing at every level.
Thompson in the corner fires a 3. He's got it.
Well, he knew. Look at that spacing, and Davis found him. He's a threat.
Terrence Thompson has come alive in this second half. It's one of the things I said that the Red Raiders needed to do.
You challenged him, and he produced. Oh, look at that.
Nice feed.
Ooh.
Got a piece of it, but it still went down for Joey Kidder.
Yeah, I like that ball movement. That was pretty, and it brings New Richmond student section up.
Thompson with a nice move and an up and under, and he's got it.
He's too strong. Way too strong.
And so nimble with his movements, too.
Tim Salmon at 6'3" cannot guard him.
See, to me, Tim Salmon's a right fielder for the California Angels back in the 90s, but maybe this young man's a good baseball player as well.
Could be. Devon Fielding, again, who started much of the season when Brecken Austin was out.
And Terrence Thompson's going to take a well-deserved rest.
Going into the locker room, I hope he's not getting dressed and going home because there's a lot of game left. Oh, there he
grabbing
goes.
a towel.
I didn't think he was going home.
Misevich fires a three. Ooh, off target. Good rebound for Johnny Davis. Shot no good. Rebound again. No good.
Good verticality.
And they're going to call a foul on Johnny Davis.
That was good verticality, and I didn't see the foul on Davis, but I think he's going to come out. He is, and Compton is in.
That's his third personal. Team's first in the second half here. Right idea for Todd Fergutt to get him out to protect his star player. I really think Covey thought about that three. Kidder fires the three too long.
I think he was fouled on that shot too. Brecken Austin, I think, hit him on the arm.
But no call. 47-22, 13-20 left in the second half, excuse me. Jordan Davis doesn't hit. Studeman back around to Kidder with a drive.
Nice.
Right hand, no good. Tapped up and good.
Wow, I like the way he penetrated. Compton kind of created some problems inside, but cleanup.
Cooper Earl gets the basket. Brecken Austin on the wing, gives to Fielding. Nice up fake, gets it blocked.
Nice curl cut.
Fadeaway shot, no good for Jordan Davis. Not a good shot there.
Bothered by Covey.
Johnny Davis getting ready to check back in, as is Cooper Eckert. Covey fires the three, no good. We got a mess down low. Misevich gets tangled up, and I think he's going to get the foul.
I think that could have gone on either one. I'm not sure who.
And he's going to sit down. Terrence Thompson will replace him.
You know, sometimes you have to make a call on that, and oftentimes it's a guess.
Yeah, that is a tough call.
Who created the contact? And
Todd Fergutt wants a timeout.
I think that's because he didn't like that call.
Give himself a chance to cool down. Well, while they take their timeout, we'll take a look at another one of our sponsors for tonight. That's Ace Hardware in the Shelby Mall. It's your work and play headquarters. Whatever you need for that home improvement project, you'll find it at Ace. And when it's time to play, check out Ace Sportsland for your hunting and fishing supplies. Talk to the experts at Ace of Lacrosse in the Shelby Mall. Todd Fergutt with a quick 30-second timeout to discuss Arcadia victorious.
Oh, that is awesome. They've had a great year. Won the Cooley Conference. So they're going to state.
Studeman with a three, knocks it down.
Knocked it down with Davis right in his grill.
Makes it 47-27.
See how long Davis will play as we approach 12 minutes, knowing that the winner is a rematch with the Hilltoppers.
Terrence Thompson gets it for two.
Will he be able to do that against the Red Raiders and Gavin McGrath?
Oh, a three-pointer for Owen Covey.
I like that. Right over Brecken Austin. Lost my thought for a minute.
You figured it out.
I did. just a mild senior moment.
Onalaska holding a 15-point lead over River Falls.
That'll be a big win because, as I said earlier, River Falls is talented. Young, talented, well coached.
Johnny Davis will head to the free throw line. And like I mentioned in the first half, not a single free throw attempt for the Tigers, whereas the Red Raiders, this will make free throw attempt number 13 and 14 in the game.
Ooh.
Johnny Davis perfect thus far, 7 for 7.
You know, those athletes, including Jordan and Johnny and so on, now that they see what's happened, have the Badgers won 6 or 7 in a row?
Something like that. And it might be even 8.
Some that maybe were thinking about not going to play for Greg Gard, I think maybe they've changed their mind, huh?
And I think Johnny Davis may be done for the evening, depending on how things go.
His body language doesn't appear that he's too happy.
And
keep
Coach
in mind,
Fergit is coaching him up.
The team is ahead. That's the main thing.
Studeman fires a 3 off the top of the backboard. My goodness.
I'm not sure he should have shot that.
No. He has hit 2 3-pointers in tonight's game, but not a good shot there. Tapped away. Out of bounds.
When it hits the official, when he's out of bounds, what's the call? You're out of bounds.
Yeah.
So the ball's out of bounds.
Yeah, the official is.
Somebody asked me that the other day. What happens if the ball hits the official? You play on if it's inbound.
Right.
Play.
If it's out of bounds, it's dead. Thompson fires a 18-footer for 2.
He looked at who was guarding him, and that was Cooper Earl at 6'3", and he said, I can hit over you.
Studeman misses the 3. Jordan Davis grabs the board. Just over 10 minutes to go in the game. Central with a 23-point lead, 53-30. Fielding thought about the 3. Over to Compton, back up to Fielding.
Mark Podesky, the assistant coach, says, move, guys, move.
Compton gets it tapped away. Oh, we got a foul.
Ooh, called by the trail official who's at the division line. That will get you in trouble if you do that at the collegiate level, particularly.
I think Noah Compton will be shooting. He will.
Yeah. If you have long-distance calls in the college level, you're not going to last very long. You know what I mean by that?
That's the 4th foul against Joey Kidder. Compton's first one. Hits the back iron and goes down. Kidder will sit down, as will Studeman. Jacob Parent and C.J. Campbell checking back in.
New Richmond going 8 deep. Central typically goes like 9 or 10 deep.
Compton rattles home the second.
When you wear a Central Red Raider uniform and the way they win games, you know you're going to get some playing time in most of the games. You better be ready.
And that's valuable experience.
Yeah.
Nice feed down low to C.J. Campbell for 2.
Was it ever. I like that look.
Fielding drives, elbow line jumper,
yeah,
no.
Good block. Good block by C.J. Campbell.
Parent over to Campbell in the corner, and he likes it.
He likes it because he's been there before many times, and he'll be there for 2 more years at 6'5".
55-35 now. Noah Compton with a move.
Nice.
Up. Oh, and it goes.
Now, look at that. Intense pressure, body contact, and he still was able to finish. That's impressive.
Good, strong move from Noah Compton.
That's what you're going to get when you at the collegiate level. You're going to get contact all the time.
A 3-pointer from the next county for Owen Covey goes down.
Reminds me of Mike Brutus when he played at Westby. He would shoot the ball with his heels like just over the division line. You probably don't remember that name.
I do not.
And he played it for Turbo too. Oh my, he was one of the better shooters I've ever seen.
Cross-court feed to Fielding, knocks it down for 3.
I believe that's his second one.
It is. You are correct. Brings it to 60-38, 8:40 to go. And we're trading three-pointers. Jacob Parent gets in the business.
Yeah.
And a timeout for Todd Fergott. We're going to take a timeout. 60-41 our score on the KQEG TV High School Game of the Week.
Breakfast is the most important meal of the day, so the Breakfast Club and Pub should be your #1 stop for breakfast or brunch. Try the Breakfast Pub Burger with egg, bacon, hash browns, and provolone cheese served up on a bun. How about some homemade corned beef hash or one of their famous tater tot dishes? They have a full bar, so have a Bloody Mary or mimosa. Try one of 16 beers on tap. The Breakfast Club and Pub at 214 Main Street, open every day till 4, under the yellow awning in downtown La Crosse.
You know, the thing I'm most proud of when I think about our company is the reputation that we've been able to build in this community. Our technicians have done a great job going out and performing magnificent jobs for the customer. And our customers have rewarded us with some really great reviews online.
We have over 150 five-star reviews online right now. Our technicians do a great job out there, and our reviews show it.
We can say without hesitation, when you choose Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning, you'll be glad you did.
To play better defense. I'm sure that's what he's talked about.
Davis down low, gets it to go off the glass.
Yeah, good coaching by posting him up with his size and his jumping ability. I wonder if they'll do that Thursday against Onalaska.
Three-pointer attempt, no for Eckert. Terrence Thompson grabs the board. Thompson from the top of the key gives to Fielding. Back around Thompson. Down low to Davis, left hand, and he's got it.
Posting him up again. Great read by Brecken Austin.
Johnny Davis with 22 points. Brings it to 64-41. Oh, a good idea there. Didn't quite reach the destination, but Cooper Earl saw his man. Joey Kidder with 4 fouls comes back in. It's been a low foul game in the second half, just 4 against the Tigers, 2 against the Red Raiders. Struggling to get it in, finds Kidder eventually.
It's the way these games should be, Carl, unless they're obvious fouls.
Campbell hoists a 3.
Yeah. Brecken Austin did not close out like he's coached to do.
And like he typically does.
Davis posting up again, trying to get the ball.
Terrence Thompson is all alone in the corner. And that's his 3rd triple of the night. Terrence Thompson has not missed a three-pointer.
He shows the fans that he can. He goes down the other end with a 3. I think I see that at the collegiate level once in a while, don't you?
Yeah, that's right.
You never saw it for Bob Knight at Indiana, though.
He might throw a chair at you.
You do. There's a lot of coaches that don't allow that kind of action. Do you know that?
Yep, just a little bit of, not quite showboating, but.
Well, no, but a version of it. But you know,
confidence.
I don't think Coach K allows any of that either. Just watching Duke play. Do you? I've never seen a guy show any of that.
Fielding with a nice fake. Round to Thompson. The hot hand is Terrence Thompson's.
You think he's excited or what? Save some of those threes for Alaska.
70-44, 6:15 to go. Campbell kicks it back out to Colby. Colby fires a 3, too long. Rebound Johnny Davis, a strong board there. We got a foul on the perimeter. That goes against Cooper Earl, his 3rd.
Cooper Earl at 6'3", says I'm going to foul you so you don't hit another 3.
Tim Salmon, Jacob Parent back into the game.
It's one way to take a guy out of the game, huh?
Earl and Colby go to the bench. Terrence Thompson, the crowd wants him to fire another one, and I don't blame him. Jordan Davis, no. Got a good look at it though. In and out for Studeman, and
yeah, loose ball foul. That was a good call too.
Joey Kidder got fouled.
Foul on Jordan Davis, I believe. Loose ball foul.
That's his third. Team's third in the second half here. Not many fouls in tonight's game. Campbell working against Austin. Fires from
much better defense
next week.
Now there's nothing wrong with that defense.
Nope,
from
just
next
a good
week
shot.
Is right. I mean, just give them credit. Defense was good. The offense just a little better.
And that's why C.J. Campbell is their leading scorer. He's got 14 points tonight, averaging just over 20.
His range is pretty impressive too.
That'll play at the collegiate level. A little bit longer three-pointer there.
Nice. Oh, that is pretty ball movement.
Thompson gets it knocked away, and Johnny Davis knocks it out of bounds.
Wow, that was nice. But even better defensive rotation and a block by number 14, Tim Salmon.
Second half still underway in Onalaska, 41-26. The Hilltoppers in the lead.
Well, the rematch is
imminent.
About to take place, isn't it? We'll talk about that at near the end of this game.
Just over 4 minutes to go. Fielding drives, kicks out, a little too long for Johnny Davis, saves it. Austin gives it back to Jordan Davis. Feed Davis to Davis, gets it tipped away. Oh, bad pass. Campbell corrals it. Double team. Nice ball movement there, and a little finger roll from Jack Studeman.
There's an example of moving without the ball right there. Perfect example. Always expect to get a pass.
70-49, 3:30 to go. Johnny Davis with a left-hand slam dunk in the lane with authority.
Little clear out. He doesn't need much of a driving lane, does he?
No, he doesn't. He blew past his defender and fired it down. Campbell with some fancy dribbling up top. Jack Studeman gets it back to Campbell in the lane, rattles home.
Boy, he has had a good second half.
He was a little quiet in the first half, but you're right, he's got 10 second half points.
I'll bet you there's some colleges looking seriously at that boy.
72-51, 2:44 to go. Fielding down low, out to Brecken Austin.
Nice entry. Nice entry.
Another two for Jordan Davis.
Jordan Davis posting up. When will Todd empty the bench?
Soon, I would think. Loose ball, saved again. Good hustle there from the Tigers, and Jack Studeman puts it down.
And a timeout.
Full timeout. Another one of our sponsors for tonight's game is Clayson Buick GMC on La Crosse's south side. For 40 years, Clayson has been your choice for quality new and used vehicles, serving as your La Crosse Buick and GMC dealer of choice. Clayson services the entire tri-state area, offering fair prices, outstanding customer support, and the best service and parts department for all new and pre-owned Buicks and GMC products. That's Clayson Buick GMC. And O'Reilly Auto Parts. Today during Power Torque DIY Days, get the tools you need to get the job done right. O'Reilly's carries a full line of hand tools that come with a lifetime guarantee, and now's the time to shop during Power Torque DIY Days at an O'Reilly Auto Parts near you. They got one of the catchiest jingles in all of the auto parts industry. Simple.
Relatively new sponsor too. So
that's right.
Thank you to O'Reilly. nationally well known. Bob Knight used to wear a O'Reilly Auto Parts shirt all the time. Did you see him when
he wasn't in Indiana Red?
Yeah, well, 20 years since he came back to Indiana. Did you see that little clip of him introduced to the crowd at Indiana?
Yeah, I did.
He's been suffering with some illness, and
I did not know that.
you could see that. Wasn't
well, he's not a kid.
Normal.
That's for sure.
I think he's mid-70s, late 70s.
Something like that.
Showed a little feistiness with Dick Vitale, though. Watched that clip quite a bit. Moved back to Indiana from Texas. Bought a house, and that's where he's going to stay.
Jordan Davis feeds Johnny.
Oh, offensive.
And a good call, offensive foul. You're right.
It was so easy. It's like, if you don't call that, like something's going on.
That's the fourth personal against Johnny.
Under 2 minutes, and the starter is still in the game, basically. It's like,
Onalaska has increased their lead. Looks like they're going to be able to coast to victory, 47-29. River Falls overmatched. Oh, nice feed to Jack Studeman, and the foul.
It was.
See who this foul's against.
Foul's on Charlie Masowitz.
Oh, that's on Johnny Davis,
Oh,
and
Johnny
that
Davis.
is his fifth.
Oh, I thought it was on Charlie.
24 points will be the final tally for Johnny Davis tonight in what is his last home game of his Central Red Raider career. Special moment, even though he fouled out, it was a special moment to get a nice round.
Cooper Eckert, the senior at 6'1". Outstanding football player, too.
Studeman knocks down that free throw, completing the three-point play. That was the first free throw attempt of the night for the New Richmond Tigers.
Ooh.
We got a whistle down low.
I think that's a holding call. That could have won either way, too. I think that's on, yeah.
That's on Masevich.
I can see why that was called. I mean, it was marginal either way.
Another one of our sponsors for tonight's game. Is it time to dump your bank?
I dumped mine.
Make the switch to Citizen State Bank and discover why they are considered one of the top banks in the nation and have one of the best cultures in the industry. Citizen State Bank, an experience like no other. Locations in Onalaska and La Crosse. Three-pointer didn't go for Jack Studeman on that last possession. Just over a minute to go. Red Raiders with a comfortable advantage. Jordan Davis will go to the free throw line. Jack Studeman picks up his second personal. 6-team foul. Jordan Davis at the foul line. Makes the first. For over 65 years, Kish & Sons Electric has been the area's trusted electrical contractor. Their talented team of licensed professionals are ready to tackle any project, whether it's industrial, commercial, or residential. No job too big or small, they can handle it all. Call or visit their website for more information. Your friend in the business, Kish & Sons Electric.
Oh, good block by Masavich. Kind of surprising that Todd Frigott has not emptied his bench.
With a 20-point advantage.
Just really surprised at that. Those guys might not have another chance to play.
And a bad pass. And almost a dunk for Joey Kidder.
An easy layup.
Laid it over the top.
One of few mistakes made here by Central this evening.
A nice chant from the Tiger fans. Thank you, seniors. The seniors for the Tigers playing their final game tonight. Cooper Eckert, Jack Studeman, Cooper Earl, Tim Salmon, Jacob Parent, and Joey Kidder. And a nice embrace as they come off the floor with their teammates. Final score, Central 76 and New Richmond 58. Terry, a convincing victory for the Red Raiders.
Convincing regional championship as we expected, and I like the way New Richmond played, though. I mean, it was certainly a huge difference in skill level, no question about it. I like the way they competed. They didn't quit. They had a respectable effort. They had a great season, again winning the Middle Border Conference and ending the season 20-4. So nothing to hang their heads on coming here for this regional final.
They ran into a buzzsaw.
Well, Central, I mean, far too physical, far too, well coached. They're just an excellent team, and there's just too many bullets in that gun. I mean, they just have so much talent. I'm so looking forward to next Thursday. I know it's kind of tenuous right now, whether it's at Logan or possibly UWL, depending on the demand for tickets.
And I know Art Fay is trying to make a push to even move it to the lacrosse center. Those matchups between Matt Thomas and Bronson Koenig back in the day, they got moved to the center.
So what everyone, all the fans in the greater lacrosse area and throughout the state of Wisconsin, what they wanted to see was a rematch, and that's what they're going to see.
That's what we're going to get as the Red Raiders accept the regional championship plaque at center court. A great moment there on their home floor. Like I said, the final home game for all of these Red Raider seniors: Peyton Fife, Brecken Austin, Johnny Davis, Charlie Misevich, Terrence Thompson, Jordan Davis, and Braden Kuiper. Running down the scoring for New Richmond, C.J. Campbell led the way with 16, 10 of those in the second half. Jack Studeman had a nice second half had a total of 11. Owen Covey had 9, 6 apiece for Jacob Parent and Joey Kidder, and 5 for Cooper Earl. For the Red Raiders, leading the way was the birthday boy from last night and the leading scorer from last night, Terrence Thompson, with 26, 22 of those in the second half, propelling the team to victory. 24 for Johnny Davis, 14 for Jordan Davis, 6 for Devon Fielding, 4 for Noah Compton, and 2 for Brecken Austin. A high-quality victory from the Red Raiders. So as they look forward to Thursday evening.
Yeah, not too hard to choose players of the game, by the way.
For me, it's Terrence Thompson for the Red Raiders. Just absolutely dominated the second half.
Oh, my goodness. If he can, he's a force inside. We know that. But if he can hit from the outside Thursday, oh, my goodness.
It's over.
Yeah, well, and he won't be able to do that without having somebody in his face. And my player of the game for New Richmond, what a bright future. No question, C.J. Campbell, the 6'5 sophomore. He was totally impressive.
He was terrific tonight, especially in the second half. Both teams had a good second half. A lot more scoring, 43 second half points for Central and 38 second half points for New Richmond. So high pace, a lot of three-pointers going back and forth, especially that middle stretch where they were trading buckets.
Yeah. Again, New Richmond played well, but just predictably, Central winning, and I'm looking forward to next Thursday.
And Thursday night's my daughter's last night of her swim class, so I'll be there, and then I'll head home and I'll watch probably you and Rick.
Yeah, along with Art
on my TV. As Art's joining you as well.
Well, wait a minute. If Aquinas wins tonight, we'll be doing two games.
Could be a little interesting for all of us. For my partner, Terry Erickson, for Jesse Von Ruden on camera, I want to thank you for joining us for tonight's game. Our final score, Central 76, New Richmond 58. Good night, everybody.
You've been watching the KQEG-TV High School Game of the Week. Tonight's game featured the New Richmond Tigers and the Central Red Raiders. The stream of today's game is made possible through the generosity of Carey Heating and Air Conditioning, your award-winning residential specialists on Copeland Avenue, La Crosse. Today's game is also sponsored by Schumacher Kish, Cremation and Funeral Services in La Crosse, La Crescent, and Onalaska. Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning. Your comfort is their business on Southwest 2nd Avenue in Onalaska. Boyer's Furniture. Quality furniture at affordable prices on South Avenue, La Crosse. Citizen State Bank. A banking experience like no other with locations in La Crosse and Onalaska. Kish & Sons Electric. Industrial, residential, commercial. Kish & Sons Electric, your electrical contractor. The Breakfast Club and Pub on Main Street in downtown La Crosse. Breakfast with a flair. O'Reilly's Auto Parts. Better service, better parts. At an O'Reilly's near you. The Arterial Bar and Grill at 16th and Jackson. A La Crosse tradition. Why not make it yours? Ace of La Crosse in the Shelby Mall. Your work and play headquarters. Festival Foods in the Village Shopping Center. It's the little things at Festival Foods. Clayson Buick GMC. Discover the difference at Clayson Buick GMC on La Crosse's South Side. Thanks for watching high school basketball on KQEG TV and KQEGTV.com.